Now at 6, the man accused of shooting and killing multiple people in Sandy making his first court appearance. What we've learned about the suspect coming up in a live report.
And it's been 1 year since Travis Decker murdered his 3 young daughters in Leavenworth, Washington, sparking one of the largest manhunts in state history. We recap that historic incident just ahead. Plus,
he was a guy that had great relationships with a lot of players that had problems with other coaches.
And this morning, we're remembering Rick Adelman, a look back at his time as the Blazers head coach and the legacy he leaves behind, coming up as your News at Sunrise starts right now.
good morning, and thank you for joining us on your Tuesday. I'm China Green.
And I'm Matthew Herchick. Happy to have you with us this morning. Despite it being National Leave Work Early Day, Rod Hill is still here. So is Chris McGinnis. Keeping an eye on the weather this morning.
Well, this just bites, doesn't it?
Right?
That we're all still here. We could be leaving early.
These days never reply to us.
Here's a look at our Salem sky camera. A beautiful clear sky morning. Today will certainly be noticeably warmer than yesterday. Yesterday we were in the mid-80s. Today a lot of us will be right up around 90, either not quite making it or just going past it. 52 from our state capitol location. And here are the blue skies over Portland this morning. 55, nice comfortable start to the day. To the bus stop we go, dressed for summer once again. About 80 for outdoor recess at lunchtime. And it will be well up into the 80s. I've got 89, maybe around 3 o'clock this afternoon as some of the kids get out of school. Here's Chris.
Rod, thanks for that. We've got a traffic alert in southeast Portland's Hazelwood neighborhood. Portland police tell us right now they are ongoing with a homicide investigation. And for that, southeast 122nd Avenue right now is shut down from East Burnside to southeast Ash. We are working to get more information about this. We'll bring that to you as sunrise continues here. But for now, know that the traffic impact, again, is that 122nd Avenue is shut down just south of Burnside. The freeway drive, wow, it is bright. That's I-5 near the 205 interchange in Tualatin. Bring your welder's mask this morning, or at least your sunglasses. You'll need it. But so far, no other major issues on the roads, guys. We've got a speed limit drive early on this Tuesday morning.
Thank you, Chris. Well, developing this morning, we're continuing to follow the fatal shooting in Sandy that left 3 people dead and an officer in the hospital with gunshot wounds Sunday.
The suspect, a 38-year-old man, now facing 3 murder charges, made his first court appearance on Monday. Devin Haskins is live in Sandy this morning with the update. Devin.
Yeah, good morning. Court records show that Brian Moore has a lengthy criminal history that dates back to about 2007. He now faces more charges for Sunday's deadly shooting, including 3 first-degree murder charges. He was in court yesterday in Clackamas County Court for what is a pretty routine first appearance, his lawyer entering a not guilty plea on his behalf. He's facing 8 charges that stem from that deadly shooting in a neighborhood on Sunday. Sandy police officers were initially called for a domestic disturbance. When they arrived, they say they were immediately shot at. Officers fired back. Sandy police said Sergeant Garrett Thornton was hit multiple times and taken to the hospital, but is expected to survive. We've also learned the names of those who were killed. They are Mary Beth Overson, Jenna Overson, and Coben McClure. We're told Jenna was the suspect's wife. We're still waiting to learn what led up to this shooting, as well as an update on the officer's condition. More will be back in court on Monday. Back to you.
Devin Haskins reporting live this morning. Devin, thank you.
She wanted that. She wanted that family life and, to have him be there with her and her boys.
And later at 6:30, we're hearing from the friends of Jenna Overson Martinez, one of the people killed in that shooting, as Devin just mentioned, who is survived by her 5 sons. And now her friends are calling for more resources for survivors of domestic violence.
And if you or someone you know is in a domestic violence situation looking for support, know that there is always help available. Just call the number there on your screen, 1-800-799-7233, to reach the National Domestic Violence Hotline to receive support 24/7.
It's been just over 1 year since 3 young girls, Olivia, Peyton, and Evelyn Decker, were found dead at a campsite in Leavenworth, Washington, after their father and killer, Travis Decker, did not return them following a custodial visit. Travis was nowhere to be found, prompting one of the largest manhunts in Washington state history. 4 months later, his body was found less than a mile from the crime scene.
Investigations are now underway at the Longview paper mill, where a chemical tank ruptured last week, killing 11 employees. Crews have since recovered all of the victims' remains. Washington's Department of Labor and Industry says they have direct access to the site. They're trying to determine exactly what went wrong and whether any safety violations played a part. The agency says it could take up to 6 months to finish the investigation.
We're also learning more about one of the workers who was killed in the implosion. John Forsberg worked at Nippon Dynawave Packaging Company for 15 years. He had 2 kids, with his oldest turning 20 just the day after the deadly rupture. Forsberg's family set up a GoFundMe to help support the kids and shared a statement expressing gratitude for the community's support. John Forsberg was 51 years old.
As for the environmental impact of the implosion, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife now says about 2,000 dead fish have been recovered from the ditch system next to the plant. They believe most of them died just after the incident due to the initial pH spike in the water triggered by the white liquor chemical leak.
High pH, can damage gills and cause them to, lack of oxygen, disrupt normal physiological functions, and then, in some cases cause mortality.
Officials believe the impact was isolated to the ditch system and say that they have not seen any wider impacts to the wildlife area within the Columbia River. pH levels in the ditch are now measuring at normal level. Stay with KGW as the tank failure investigation is just getting started. Whether there's an update or whenever there's an update, you can find it on KGW's platforms, including on air and online at kgw.com.
A man is in custody after allegedly stealing an oil tanker and ramming it into several police cars. Police say 34-year-old Tyler Turner stole the truck from Southeast 9th and Ankeny on Monday morning. A tracking device inside the vehicle led police to Turner and the truck. A short time later, officers chased the truck across Southeast and Northeast Portland, finally ending after the truck hit several parked vehicles.
Well, I'm trying to work. And then we hear this chaos, and my 3rd Gen 4Runner got hit, my wife's car got wrecked, but just a Monday in Portland.
Police say Turner got out and ran, but officers caught him a block away. Despite all the damage, nobody was hurt.
Tonight, Portland Fire and Rescue will be honoring the heroism of first responders and the community. One of those honored will be Chaz Briggs, who died early this year at the age of 65. Chaz was the nighttime stringer not only for KGW, but for all stations in the area, documenting crime scenes and helping local newsrooms tell stories while many of us were still asleep. Tonight, Fire and Rescue will recognize Chaz and the incredible work that he did helping local officials. If you want to know about everything that Chaz did for local journalism and the community, you can text the word Chaz, that's C-H-A-S, to the number on your screen, 503-226-5088. Then we will text you back a link with our previous story on Chaz's legacy.
But it is 6:08 and we are taking a live look from our Seaside Sky Cam, where you can see the sun rising just off to the right there. Our Rod Hill has a look at what's going to be a very warm forecast today.
Yeah, hi. We've only hit 90 once, which would not be unusual for this time of the year. Often we wouldn't have hit it yet at all. We did it on May 3rd when we jumped up to 91 degrees. We're going to be pretty similar to that category, I think, today. I keep telling you, I don't think it's a slam dunk that we make it up to 90 degrees today, but we'll see. We have clear blue skies out there for the most part. Some areas are showing just a touch of some cloudiness. 55 is the number looking at downtown Portland. Really gorgeous morning overall, like yesterday. Here's the Columbia River from the Vancouver, the Springs of the waterfront location nearby Pearson Airfield, down to 50 degrees, and we'll stick in Southwest Washington. There's the rising sun up over Three Rivers Golf Course in Kelso. Just talked to a guy who played the course the other day. Said, oh, great. It's got a really difficult number 9 hole, I think. Here is our planner today. 80 at noon. Yesterday, 84 turned out to be the high. And then again, I'm not absolutely positive we hit 90, but with that said, I'm forecasting 92, so I certainly think it's a strong possibility. Temperature is 57 in Forest Grove. There are a couple warm spots, and I just checked the wind map. I don't find anybody getting more than an east wind at 10 miles per hour, but the wind direction out here in the East Metro is predominantly winds coming in from the east. Again, that's why Gresham's at 66, Happy Valley at 62 degrees this morning. It's 50 in Amsoil, it's 49 out in Dallas, so obviously no wind there, and 53 degrees down in Albany. A real quick look at your sunny afternoon. Increasing clouds late day going into the evening along the coast. And notice this shows primarily 80s at 5 o'clock. It is a day where all the models show a few spots get up to 90 or better in the valley, but many spots stay in the 80s. I've got Portland as high as 92. And real quick, there's tomorrow's clouds and cool down 73, and still looking at the likely showers during the day Saturday with a cool 62. That's your update.
Thank you, Rod. Today, Fleet Week returns to the Portland waterfront. Ships will start arriving this afternoon, meaning that you should expect bridge lifts to disrupt traffic, including MAX and bus lines. And we're talking anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour delay to accommodate lifts on the Broadway, Steele, and Burnside bridges. They are tentatively scheduled to happen between 1 and 4 p.m., but that could change. Expect similar delays when the ships depart on Monday.